Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, tournaments they've been such a big part of what we do. It started back in 2013 with the first Bassmasters coming to Waddington and the huge crowds that came, and then it's sort of gone from there as we've used tournaments as a way to build our economic development, because we have this vast tourism base here with our environment and our wonderful watershed. But I want you to understand something, that tournaments are constantly changing, and fishing tournaments, it's almost another sport. I can't even call it fishing like I remember fishing. The emphasis is different. The utilization of different skills is different. And all the things that we, as just everybody that lives here and that isn't part of a tournament organization, that we fish for, is different with tournaments. But tournaments represent a way for our area to become known nationally. And if it's known nationally, more and more people might think of, well, maybe this year, let's make a trip up there. Let's make a trip and see what this is all about. We're hearing all these tournaments are going there, and they're setting records because the fishing is so great. So that's the real draw and the real reason for tournaments. But for tournament fishermen, they're not interested in the battle they get from the fish, like was a huge part of why I love fishing. It was exciting for me. To them, they want to keep the fish from battling. They do everything. They lower the rod. They do everything to keep it from coming up out of the water. They bring it in as fast as they possibly can, because the quicker they get it in, the more chance they have of actually landing it, being able to use that as a weight to get them money, because it's all about winning the tournaments, not about the days. And now I'm being somewhat cynical here, and please forgive me for that, because I'm the one that's brought so many of the tournaments here. But it's not about the joys of feeling the strike. So many tournament fishermen have told me that they've hooked a huge muskie, and rather than even bring it in, they'll cut the line, because they can't waste the time catching what to some of us would be a trophy of a lifetime, because it doesn't represent money for that day. And, I want you to understand that. And I want you to understand why I don't want to spend too much time on the radio spots that we do talking about the tournaments, only because it affects us in a way that we might not be aware of. And that is the building of an economy here that can help us all. But as far as fishing fun, it might be a whole different thing for us. And I want to always concentrate on that. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.